Hey, Phil from Got Memories here. Okay, very common. VHS tapes in extended play, long play, super long play, standard play. Nobody knows what they did in 1984. But whenever you see 84 to 87, and it actually does say long play. Now, long play LP is 4 hours and 6 minutes, okay, if it's full. I've just finished this tape. And trust me, it's over 4 hours. Now, anyone in the industry doing this correctly, this is the problem with, well, one of the many problems of VHS tapes is you ask customers like, okay, did you record them in standard play, long play, extended play, super long play? Like, they don't know. And a lot of times they didn't record it. It was their dad or granddad or whatever. So I'm going to show you here how to time your tapes out. And I'm going to give you, what you do is you put it in, you hit stop, okay? And then you hit rewind, and then you just let it roll. And this is old school, analog. There's no quick zippity-doo-dah way of checking anything fast. It's just wear and tear on machines. Hopefully you've got a VCR with a counter on it. Otherwise you've got to go into the interface with the remote and hit display if you've got the remote. But this is what every video transfer professional, forget all the Yahoo companies out there, they're not checking anything. But when you hear that motor still going, whee, and you're into the 3 hours, you're like, oh no. This is all real time. And to add insult to injury, when it's recorded in long play, extended play, etc., the quality is so much less because you reduce it, you cram in a lot of stuff on it, so it doesn't look as good. But again, insult to injury, it is very hard to keep things tracked. You just never know. And sometimes, so look at this, 6 hours and 7 minutes, just for the sake of that, 6 hours, 7 minutes. Yeah, so what I had to do with this is because the tapes, the tracking just drifts constantly. You've got to be here with the tracking up, down, on top of it to get clear picture and audio from beginning to end, the first second to the last second. Now, I get emphatically passionate, pissed off, whatever, about that is everybody thinks these tapes, they just magically transfer themselves, perfect picture quality from beginning to end. No, the tape binder is becoming detached. It's releasing magnetic particles onto the video heads. They clog the video heads constantly. If this was recorded on a crappy VCR in 1984 with dirty heads, the pictures jump in, track it coming up and down and just pulsating in the picture, you name it, it's there. But the only way to transfer this correctly is to supervise and monitor it. Otherwise, people get shit back. There's no other word for it. Pure shit, okay? Or as you say in Ireland, shite, okay? So this particular video has gone on and on and on and on and on. It said long play, I let it roll. Sometimes transfer, like fast forwarding, rewinding, timing tapes out is wear and tear on the equipment, it's time, and then the tape breaks off of the loop inside, and you got to unscrew it, and then the screws are rusted, and then you find mold inside, and it just goes on and on. Especially 1984, we're talking 41 years ago, okay? 41 years ago. I'm 49 now, but 41 years ago. People go, yeah, but this company's going to do it for $8. 6 hours of 40-year-old tape. Take the $8, get a match, individual single dollar bills, and light all of them on fire in front of you. I think that's against the law. I'm not sure. But anyway, here we go. Here's one clip because I had to stop it to clean the video heads because it was acting up. And then I got to rewind and re-cue it to exactly where it went. Okay, you have to be OCD about this stuff. There's no other option because you could do a 6-hour tape and miss out on 33 seconds where the most important part of the tape. They're like, no. Where's the bit with my grandpa, like, just kisses and we just hug and that's the only footage I have of my grandfather and you didn't do it? Now you got to find that footage manually. I never want to see these tapes again. It's the big, besides my customer service and doing quality work, The other big motivator is I never want to see the same, have to redo the same tape again. I'll ship it back to Belgium and then they go, oh, there's the one little bit, and they're going to ship it. Oh my God, the admin involved. And that does not happen with me, okay? Because I'm going through this now as opposed to BS later. And that's good for the customer as well. But look, all this stuff, good. I had to stop it. I had to clean the heads. I had to restart. I had to switch VCRs actually because I could not get clear picture and audio off the current one because it had just knackered it. And now I've got to take that to pieces and I got to clean it and then that. So what I'm doing here now, additional step, I've got all of these files here. Now, if you're doing it to USB, an MPEG-4 file, any file, single file size on a USB cannot be bigger than 4.3 gigabytes. It's FAT32, it's not NTFS. So anything larger than 4.3 gigabytes in an individual file size will not drop onto a USB drive. You have to use like a big chunky old school, cable and blah, blah, blah drive, which you just don't want to do. You want USB, you want quick downloads, you want everything done zippity-doo-dah, okay? So it's already in EP mode. I've got to put it into, I'm using iSky video converter here to get it down below 4.3 gigs. Now, people in the comments and watching this are going to be screaming. They're going to be like, oh, no, it's not how you do it. You need to do it. No, this is all about efficiency and customer friendly files. A lot of my customers are in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They've got 200 megabytes left on their 17-year-old laptop. And then they're calling, going, it won't play. I am giving customers back customer friendly, easy to use stuff. Does it make a difference in the picture quality? Yes, if you want to get a microscope. But what I have to do here is make this easy for the customers. I cannot be giving them back a 200 gigabyte file. Some people might want that. I don't do that. It's just too much space, too much admin, and people don't care. All right. So what I'm going to do, I just dragged all these 4 files over now. I've got them individually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're all going to be in succession, and then I'm going to then convert it over. You know what? Actually, no, because it won't let me do it. See, look, what I'm looking for here in iSky is this little arrow, these 2 arrows together. It means it's squeezing it. It's going to condense it, but it won't let me do it. If I merge all the files, and by the way, this software you can no longer download in the iOS App Store, but it is really good. There are mirrored ones. Okay, shite, I forgot about this. So what I've got to do is start over. Another step here. I'm going to take all these files and I'm going to click on one. Then what you've got to do is then highlight the other clips, okay, and drag it into QuickTime. I'm using QuickTime here, okay? Forget iSky for now. Let's just minimize that. Come on. All right, minimize an iSky. Now I've got the 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can kind of see them. There we go, it's clear. All right. Now, it's going to create one file, 6 hours, 9 minutes. That's the difference. This is even saying 7 minutes. That's an extra 2, because the timers on VCRs are not exact. It's a nightmare. When people try and give me, just go to 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 33 seconds. And that's what their timer's saying. No VCR timer is dialed in. It's all different with every single damn VCR. It's a pain in the backside. So now, you X, and then I'm just going to save this as tape 1. Now, watch this. This can either go quick or it can go. That's why I like MPEG-4. Just 640 by 480. It's going to take 5 minutes to render all this stuff together. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I do with iSky. That's going to give me one file, and it's going to be about 5.5 gigs in size. It's too big for a USB. All right. So what you do though, let's pretend that's all done. With iSky, look, but the mouse is right there. That arrow right there, you can change the file output file size. So see right there, it says 734. You can either bring it up or bring it down, or you can make it 500 megabytes. I mean, I could have done this mathematically, figuring it out, but it's a pain in the backside. It's all a pain in the backside. But let's have a look here. So then you would do it like this, and it's going to reduce it to 500 megabytes. You leave it alone, and it's going to, 20 minutes or whatever it's going to take. I want to get this done because I'm leaving for the day. I am done. My brain is fried. I've already sank a Guinness right there that a customer brought me. I was like, thank you very much. Yeah, so this is going to take maybe an hour and 30 minutes to render down in file size. And again, people in the comments watching this going, no, you need to have the fidelity of the 4K of the thing. They're like, piss off. Like, no, I'm going to charge the customer $1,000, $1,200 for that. No, it's just too much. I ain't got time for that. 4 minutes, brilliant. 640 by 480, easy peasy. I couldn't imagine giving a customer, that's in their early 70s, that barely has enough room on their iPad, some 189 gigabyte files folder to download, or a big USB with all the file. I mean, does have its purpose. Look, it's already done. Damn, there we go. That was quick. So now it's an MOV. All right. And these are old laptops. These are like 10, 12 years old, this particular one here. And it just works. Okay, damn it. Right, it needs to be... See, watch this. I will try, and I'll show you exactly. I'm going to put a USB drive in. Give it a second. And I'm going to drag this over. And you will see... Tape 1, MOV, right, okay, drag it, boom, look. This item cannot be copied because it is too large for the volumes format. There you go, won't fit on a USB. So what I have to do, good news is I don't have to reduce it in size really at all. It's just a very, very minor downgrade. That's not downgrade really, I mean, you couldn't take a forensic FBI agent to even find the difference. So look, here we go. Look, compressed video. Boom. So right now it's 4.5 gigs. It does round it up. So I'm going to bring it down here. Boom, boom, 4.3. Okay. I'm just going to do merge videos. It's going to save it to the desktop. Convert all. Let's see what this says. Through 63. What did I tell you? Hour and 20. Hour and 15, hour and 20. Yeah. So, hour and 20. So 6 hours to record that. Wow, more than that because I had to stop, start. That's all in all probably about 8 hours of time. 8 hours. Now this is 79 minutes. Then I got to drop the file. Then I got to upload it. You realize what's involved with all of this stuff. And when you are doing this yourself, you're like, oh my God. And when you're looking at a company and you've got your box of stuff, and here I go into my usual rant, but all of your stuff neatly organized, numbered, everything. This all goes to trash when you send it off to companies. They just don't care. They got some Taco Bell drive-through worker that got fired for putting the wrong chalupa in the wrong bag. I don't know. And then they just go, huh? And they just slap, and it just all goes to shit. And people are like, oh yeah, they said they'll do it for $400. 40-year-old stuff up to the youngest stuff is like 2002 or whatever. And it all comes back neatly organized with the date stamps. If someone's not putting date stamps in there and all this stuff, it's trash because you've got more work to do. Yeah. Anyway, I've had enough here today. It's been a hell of a week. Is there any left? Oh, it's a bit warm. Guinness Extra Stout. Oh, it's a bit rough. Anyway, All the best to you out there. If you would like to get a quote, gotmemories.com, fill out the quote form as best you can. I need to know the history of the tapes, pictures. I need to know where it's been stored. If you're playing it and you're having issues, be honest with me, because people aren't. They're like, no, it's fine. Meanwhile, they're like, yeah. So if you are, and if you're looking for cheap pricing, I'm reasonable, but reality, okay? That's where I come into effect. And also, you're hiring a pro, not hiring some muppet that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. So look, it's been going now. It's at 4%. I just got to leave this overnight. I'm going to dim the screen. I'll lift it up a little bit just to kind of let it breathe. And but if you are in Phoenix, I am by appointment for any consults or anything like that. I need to know what you have first before you show up. And my front door's always locked, just because I got to get work done. I got to focus. Anyway, all the best to you. But yeah, definitely, if you have these tapes, that's not long play. That is EP. And even if it says SP right there, that doesn't mean anything. That's referencing to the record speed this is set at if you were going to record a VHS tape. It doesn't tell you right there. Okay, that's related to what the record speed is set for that VCR if you were to hit record. And also, if the record tabs are intact, take them out. Because these companies are recording over home movies. They just hit record instead of play. And then if your record tabs are intact, mwah, kiss your home movies goodbye with snow. Happens all the time. Anyway, that's me. That's my ranting. That's my overview here of EP tapes that drive me nuts. And again, I'm blindfolded. I have to take all this stuff in. I don't know what I'm getting into. I'm trusting someone. I got to read between the lines when people are reaching out to me. They're like, how much work is involved with all this stuff? It's just anyway, cheers, bye.